You're stuck in the security line, barefoot, belt half off, wrestling with a laptop, and clutching that sad little Ziploc of travel-sized liquids like it's your last hope. The guy in front of you just realized he left his passport at home, and the person behind you was coughing like they're auditioning for a pandemic documentary. But what if you could skip this whole mess? Imagine striding past the chaos straight onto your own sleek private jet, where a glass of champagne and a plush leather seat await. Welcome to Fractional Jet Ownership, the VIP pass to the skies you never knew you needed. What exactly is fractional jet ownership? Imagine owning a private jet without the full burden of its sky-high costs. Welcome to fractional jet ownership, the smartest way to fly private without breaking the bank. Instead of shelling out tens of millions for an entire aircraft, because let's be real, most of us don't have that kind of pocket change. You buy a portion of a jet, giving you guaranteed flight hours each year. It's like a high-flying timeshare, but instead of a beachside condo with questionable decor, you get a sleek, high-performance aircraft ready to take you anywhere on demand. Companies like NetJets, FlexJet, and AirShare manage the planes, handling everything from maintenance to pilot staffing, so all you have to do is show up and fly. Think of it as the Airbnb of aviation, except you never have to worry about bad Wi-Fi or an odd-smelling couch. Your access to the jet depends on how big your share is. For example, a 1/16 share might get you around 50 hours of flight time per year. And unlike chartering, where you're at the mercy of aircraft availability, fractional ownership guarantees you a jet when you need it, often with as little as a few hours' notice. It's a sweet deal for business executives, frequent travelers, and anyone tired of commercial airport headaches. While it's not as cheap as flying first class, it offers a level of exclusivity and convenience that commercial flights simply can't match. And let's be honest, having your own jet, even if you only own a fraction of it, just sounds cooler. The allure. Why are people investing in fractions? Owning a private jet outright isn't just about buying the aircraft, it's a financial black hole of maintenance costs, pilot salaries, insurance, fuel, and hangar fees. Fractional jet ownership makes luxury aviation far more accessible by allowing multiple owners to share the costs, making it a smarter investment for frequent flyers. Unlike chartering, where you might end up in an unfamiliar aircraft with a crew you've never met, fractional ownership ensures a seamless experience with a jet you know and trust, complete with a familiar, well-trained crew. Availability is another major perk. While private jet charters can leave you scrambling for whatever is available, fractional ownership guarantees a plane when you need it, often with just a few hours' notice. Whether it's a last-minute business trip from New York to LA or an impromptu getaway, your jet is always ready. There's also a level of personalization that chartered flights simply can't match. You can expect the same level of service, comfort, and even preferred seating arrangements every time. And let's not forget the time saved: no long security lines, no layovers, and no waiting around at crowded terminals. Instead, you get a smooth, hassle-free experience where you're in control of your schedule. In short, fractional ownership delivers the exclusivity of private aviation with a much lower price tag, making it an increasingly attractive option for those who want luxury without the hassle of full ownership. The numbers game. Is it really taking off? The private aviation industry is soaring to new heights, and fractional jet ownership is riding the tailwinds of this booming market. According to industry reports, the global business jet market is expected to hit nearly $40 billion by 2025, a massive jump from $25.87 billion in 2021. This surge is fueled by high-net-worth individuals and corporate travelers who crave convenience, privacy, and flexibility, things commercial airlines struggle to offer. The pandemic played a significant role in shifting travel preferences, as health concerns pushed more people toward private flying. While the demand for on-demand charters has cooled from its peak in 2022, fractional ownership and jet card programs continue to gain traction. With guaranteed availability, a consistent experience, and cost-sharing benefits, fractional ownership is increasingly seen as the best middle ground between full jet ownership and chartering. In fact, FlexJet, one of the industry leaders, reported an 11% increase in memberships in 2024, marking the first time in the company's history that they had to implement a waiting list. This growing demand signals that more travelers see private aviation as not just a luxury, but a necessity. As business and leisure travelers look for better, faster, and more flexible options, the future of private aviation appears to be shifting toward fractional ownership at full speed. Recent developments. The sky's the limit. The demand for fractional jet ownership is reaching new heights, and the industry is responding with record-breaking deals. In a move that underscores the skyrocketing interest in private aviation, Brazilian aircraft giant Embraer recently landed a historic $7 billion order from FlexJet, one of the biggest names in fractional ownership. This massive agreement includes a fleet of 182 cutting-edge business jets from Embraer's Executive Jets division, featuring top-tier models like the Praetor 600, Praetor 500, and Phenom 300E, with an option to add 30 more aircraft if demand continues to surge. Not only is this the largest order in FlexJet's history, but it also marks the biggest executive aircraft deal Embraer has ever secured. This investment highlights the explosive growth in fractional jet ownership, as more high-net-worth individuals and businesses seek exclusive, flexible, and cost-effective private travel solutions. With demand for premium aviation services soaring, this deal signals that fractional ownership isn't just a trend, it's shaping the future of private flying. The environmental turbulence. Green skies ahead. Jet setting and luxury might sound like the dream, but there's no ignoring the carbon footprint conundrum that comes with private aviation. Private jets emit significantly more CO2 per passenger than commercial flights, drawing increasing criticism, especially in Europe, where environmental regulations are tightening. Governments and climate activists are pushing for stricter policies, but the aviation industry isn't sitting idle. Companies are actively investing in fuel-efficient aircraft and exploring sustainable aviation fuels to reduce emissions without sacrificing convenience. Some operators are even experimenting with carbon offset programs and hybrid electric aircraft, signaling a shift toward a greener future. The ultimate goal: to let passengers sip champagne at 30,000 feet minus the environmental guilt. While challenges remain, the industry is gearing up for a more sustainable takeoff in the years ahead. What's next? As we cruise into 2025, fractional jet ownership is set to evolve with cutting-edge innovations and global expansion, making private aviation more accessible than ever. One of the most exciting developments is the rise of electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, promising to revolutionize short-haul travel. Companies like Joby Aviation are leading the charge, with plans to launch commercial air taxi services in Dubai by the end of 2025. These futuristic jets can hit speeds of 200 miles per hour and cover 100-mile distances, offering a glimpse into a future where hopping between cities is as simple as booking a rideshare. Meanwhile, global expansion is picking up speed, with companies like NetJets and FlexJet looking to replicate their U.S. success in Europe and other regions. The U.S. still dominates private aviation, making up 75% of ownership and over 42.5% of the market share. But increasing demand in Europe and Asia suggests a shift in global trends. Accessibility is also improving. Fractional ownership and jet card programs are making private flying available to more than just billionaires. With flexible pricing models, shared ownership plans, and on-demand access, luxury air travel is no longer just for the ultra-rich. As sustainability efforts grow and tech advancements continue, fractional jet ownership may very well become the go-to option for business executives, frequent travelers, and anyone who values time over long security lines. And there you have it. Fractional jet ownership might just be the golden ticket to skipping security lines and flying like a VIP. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of private aviation, hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating insights into luxury, travel, and cutting-edge tech. Got thoughts or dreams of owning a slice of a jet? Drop a comment below. Let's talk high-flying ambitions.